and welcome, foolish mortals. This is Emily.
And Clayton, your ghost hosts.
Hey, by the way, do you notice that you no longer have any trouble saying ghost hosts? You did it. You're over it. You got it. You nailed it.
Why'd you call attention to it?
I felt like it had to be acknowledged. That was such a big deal in 2025 and previous.
Now you think you jinxed me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's get into it. We're tier ranking Disneyland rides and attractions, but not the attraction. We're specifically talking
The most exciting.
the ride cart.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
It's time to make it magical.
Yeah.
Never know how to start these.
That's a pretty
That's
good
a good way to start it.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Emily, we're professionals. So
I'm a professional here.
we don't have any mousekeeping. We're going to get right into this. We're pre-recording this. Emily's about to get on a jet plane tomorrow, actually.
Hi.
She's ditching her loving husband and her caring cats, and she's going to go have fun. While I
In sunny Florida.
get stuck
In rainy California.
with a week of rain. But so we're doing a little pre-recording because she'll be coming back the Tuesday right before this airs. So we still want to keep an episode out. So we're going to do a little prep.
That's how much we love
so
all
we
you
have
guys.
no mousekeeping because literally nothing has happened in our life since we recorded
Yesterday.
for last week's episode yesterday. So I think without further ado, we can get into what would Walt do.
Okay, great introduction there. When you're curious, you find lots of interesting things to do. And what's more interesting than talking about ride vehicles for an entire episode?
Yeah.
By the way, that is an actual Walt quote, in case you didn't know. But you should know.
Of course I know. Okay, so you've all seen them. You've all probably done it. You've all probably talked about it. We're going to tier rank. We're going to tier rank Disneyland ride carts, ride vehicles.
We are. And one other point I did want to make for why I picked the specific quote is curiosity. If Imagineering, Disney company, they weren't willing to try out new things, then all the ride carts would just look the same.
Yeah.
That would just be
super
no
true.
bueno.
But in the most confusing and Disney way possible, our tiers aren't going to be the normal S, A, B, C, D, E, F. We're doing E-ticket tiers, baby.
Yeah.
So
in theme.
you would think that you're going to be a little bit confused when I say that these are now our rankings and
This
how
is almost like opposite day.
and it definitely did not confuse me. So E-ticket will be our best. That's the best of the best, the most excited, highest level of enthusiasm you could have for a ride cart.
And if you're familiar,
yeah.
so this would be equivalent to S tier.
This is S tier.
Best of the best.
Our A was
You're screaming in the microphone. You're excited.
I'm really excited. A being worst of the worst, which in real life terms is an F. So we're going to give you some kind of let's think about it. So E, superior, best of the best, practically perfect in every way.
Or another way of saying that is the most excited you could ever be for a ride vehicle.
Yeah. D, iconic, but just below perfection.
Mm-hmm.
B, Emily didn't want to just...
Wait, C. What about C?
Oh, C. Sorry.
Wow. Geez.
C. Emily just didn't want to say mid.
See what I did there?
So we did solid
no.
but lacking in a couple areas. So to me,
this is still it's better than mid.
Okay, slightly
mid
above.
Mid feels like a slap in the face to say, that's mid.
Slightly above mid.
This is a nicer way of saying above mid.
Well, for B, we're below mid.
That's like a gut punch.
It needs some help, but not the worst. And A, it's time for some investment and a rework stat.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing
now,
with
why
today.
don't you go over our criteria for how we're going to discuss this, because you came up with it.
I did. I got really excited with all these points of, points of grading.
You'll notice Emily came up with these when you hear the last section she came up with for this.
Yes. So let's say if a ride vehicle has all of these different components, that is what we get with an E-ticket grade here.
Yeah.
Design. How it ties into the overall theming of a ride. So overall look of it, are you drawn to it and like, wow, that's a really cool ride cart? What's your enthusiasm level as far as that goes? And how does it overall tie into the story of the attraction you're about to experience? Comfort level. I think we've all had many ride vehicles where they're notorious for being, let's say, not the best for most pleasant experience. Very important here. Got to be cushy while you're on a ride. Excitability. Clayton, don't you get very excited by ride vehicles?
I do get excited by ride vehicles, yeah.
And what's better than talking about them for an entire hour?
An hour, huh?
I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So
you know,
as far as
in the post, I have to spend an hour plus whatever. So be snappy about it.
Usually when you make a comment that's when it goes off the rail and you get us off the hinges.
Hey, whoa.
So as far as excitability, I look at this as far as what are the colors of the vehicles? Are there different ones? Example, Alice in Wonderland, you get the different colored caterpillars. That's always exciting. Dumbo, different colored Dumbos. You get it. Cart names. Pirates has different, right? Pirates does have different names on the boats. No? Does it?
I have no idea.
Uh-oh, this isn't good.
I'll look that up while you finish.
Winnie the Pooh, that for sure has ride cart names. Prime example, Mr. Toad. Really great one. You could get, the Molly cart, which everybody, of course, wants the Mr. Toad cart.
Mm-hmm.
Or, we always make the joke if the Weasels pops up or Mr. Winky, it's like, can I wait for the next motor car to pull on up and get the better name, perhaps? No?
I don't know.
And then is there an official cart title for this type of ride vehicle? So here's a good example for you here, Clayton. If this still existed in Disneyland, the People Mover, that would clearly get bonus points because it has a name associated with it.
You're so cruel.
Ooh, you're kind of taking the bait today.
Okay.
No, there's still more.
Oh, there's still more.
So all of those are very important. Those are, I would say each of those are required. These are like bonus value as far as their grading is concerned. Yes. Historical value. We're in Disneyland, of course. The one where it all started, the park where Walt walked in, the only one that Walt actually walked in. Mm-hmm. What's the historical value of these specific vehicles? That plays a big factor, but not required. But it still gets bonus points in my eyes.
This is definitely going to be an over a long episode. This is definitely going to be over an hour.
Here's another bonus point category.
We're going to get to Autopia and you can be like, Bob Gurr, he built all these by scratch. Doesn't matter that they're all like killing us with noxious gas fumes. 2-stroke motor.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Last one. The best word I could come up with this was ingenuity. So how impressive, maybe technologically advanced for the time it came out too.
Yeah.
What's it doing? What spice is it adding to the attraction? Come on, what flavor is going on there? Yeah?
What are the vibes we're getting?
What are the vibes of this ride vehicle?
So we're going to go through every land. We're going to start Main Street, and we were just going to do one big loop around Disney, but then Emily said, no, let's not do that. Let's do something completely different.
No, I tried to do a loop. The way you had it wasn't really a loop.
It was a loop.
Oh.
Yes, it was. It's a perfect loop.
It was like backtracking.
You have to do a little bit of backtracking.
So was mine.
So if you go Main Street Tomorrowland, Fantasyland to Toontown, you have to backtrack.
Sure, that still makes sense to me.
So then Fantasyland, and then you go through Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Then you come out in Frontierland.
Okay.
Then you walk on the outskirt of New Orleans.
Okay.
Then you hit.
So you're skipping an entire land, which is Adventureland.
No. You end on Adventureland.
Yeah.
So, no. Let me finish.
You're doing a lot of going back to the lands you already covered.
This is my time. No. There's not. We're walking on the outskirts. We're walking along the rivers of America. That's its own land. So we're in the rivers of America. Oh, there we go. We're on the rivers of America. And you have to walk on that thing there. Then you hit
what thing there?
The road. Then you hit Critter Country, Bayou Country. What is it called now? Who knows?
Bayou Country.
Bayou Critter Country. Then you come back, you do New Orleans, and then you do Adventureland. One perfect loop.
But you still have to come back through New Orleans Square, which we already covered. So that's what I'm saying.
No. We haven't been through New Orleans Square. We were through the rivers of America.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
okay.
Sorry. I mean, you can change if you want.
In any case, we're going to go through all the lands. We're going to rank the carts. We're going to start with Main Street.
Of course. You got to start there.
There's two options here. Disneyland Railroad.
I thought you'd be really excited to start with this one.
Well, this is an E, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Part of this is you need to explain.
Okay. Walt did it. It's a 5/8 train.
No. This is the
Roger Broggie built them.
This is the only point you need to state this as being an e-ticket vehicle.
Oh, and they brought the back.
This is the reason Disneyland was built. Boom, baby.
And they brought back some new passenger cars the last time we were there. We saw.
They did. It's like retro feel.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see you see 2 of these trains get built in Disneyland Handcrafted.
It's very true.
Very cool.
Highly recommend you go check that on Disney Plus.
Go talk to the engineers. They love to talk about this stuff. We talked with them.
E-ticket. I mean, there's not really much to say. To me, excitability is there. You hear, here's a way of it too. The noises that are associated. When you hear that, the train coming, that is one of the best. As you're entering the parks too, the excitement level, you pass through the not turnstiles anymore. Still, I like the new entry system. Clayton's still chugging along. You pass through, you scan in. They say, "Welcome in, princess." Welcome in, princess. You look up at Floral Mickey. Railroad's pulling in. You hear that sound. Couldn't be better.
Yeah, there's no better. Just look at anything when they do anything related to Disneyland, like Disneyland Handcrafted. They use a shot for everything. The shot with the train coming, we're in the train station.
Yeah.
Right above like classic. Come on.
Opening day at Disneyland, the shot of Walt with Mickey Mouse and he's waving his little hand.
E++.
Hanging out the front. Also, we get the excitability. Which train are you getting? There's names on them.
E+++.
Ugh.
Okay.
It is comfortable too.
It is comfortable.
We're just fine doing the Grand Circle tour once, twice.
I don't think we have to go through every possible things when we're talking about this on the train.
I'm just really laying thick that the Disneyland Railroad, I don't have a word good enough to describe everything it is.
For something completely different. Let's talk about the Main Street vehicles. And I know that they are all going to be
Oh, you already assigned it? Really?
Yeah,
You're going with S tier or E?
Yeah.
E-ticket tier?
Yeah, because I can look right there. They made a Funko Pop of Walt in the fire truck that's been there since day one. That's the last picture of Walt. Of course, it's going to be an E with you.
This is between us.
Well, it's definitely going to be an E. Like, what do you think? No, this is mid. These things are mid.
We can focus on different aspects maybe of our criteria.
Uh-huh.
Something I would like to point out,
yes,
as far as how it ties into the park, that is the lifeblood of Main Street USA. It goes all throughout the entire land.
Yeah. The horses.
Kinetic energy, the horses clip-clomping around.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
E-tier.
It adds ambiance to the entire land, makes it come alive.
That fire truck's been there practically since the opening.
Yeah, it's fire truck. I'm surprised you didn't give the fact that has to do with Bob Gurr and the fire truck.
Bob Gurr's the only man who basically got something in the park that wasn't developed by Walt Disney.
Yeah, it was the suggestion.
Yeah.
He was the only person that suggested something
that made
and that Walt Disney approved of.
You need a fire truck, man. And he built it.
Yeah, it's still there today.
And still there today. Last photo of Walt's in the park is on that fire truck.
They are also comfortable.
They all are also very comfortable. So that was easy.
Excitability too. The variety in vehicles. It's not just the fire truck. You get like the how do you pronounce it? Omnibus. That bus, the double
omnibus.
Omnibus.
Omnibus. All right, let's move on into Tomorrowland.
But there's variety. You get the double-decker bus. Even that's exciting. Do we go on the bottom level? Do we go on the top? Oh my gosh.
Okay. Tomorrowland. Starting at the beginning of the park, we have the Astro Orbiter.
Clayton's favorite land.
Yeah, so Astro Orbiter. So this is basically your
I'm already going to point out one thing. Comfort level.
Not very good.
Not good at all. If you have more than one person and the other person,
tilt it, because that one person's leg is going to...
is not a small child, it is the worst experience ever.
Pretty, they look cool.
It's a cool design.
It's a handoff of a time that they've painted that part of the park brown.
Just a reminder of our loss of the people mover.
They haven't changed this one or the I'm not even going to mention it because Emily's going to bring up the people mover.
I just did. You did not hear me?
I'm not.
I said it's a reminder of the loss of our beloved people mover.
Okay, well, I'm going to give.
There's an excitability.
I'm going to give Astro. I'm going to give Astro Orbiter an A, as in it's an F, in case you were curious. This isn't confusing at all.
This is so confusing. I love it though.
I'm going to give it an A.
True Make a Magical fashion.
I'm going to give it an A.
So A.
It's time for a rework. So you just look at the color scheme. It's the color scheme holdover of a time where Everything else in that park broke Tomorrowland, and they haven't changed it.
I'm also going to compare it to, it's not the only spinner type ride in the park, and it's the least iconic of them. Now, however, if they made the very smart decision to redo Tomorrowland, please finally commit, do it, invest money. It's needed. Please, I'm begging you, Disney, put it back on top of the People Mover track. So much cooler up there.
Yeah.
Do what they're doing at Magic Kingdom. That adds value. So A, meaning it's really F.
Yeah. Jumping all the way to the end of the land, Autopia.
This is gonna be much higher.
I was gonna say that these were in like.
Let's see here. It's not E for sure. I don't think it's e-ticket because
I would say
the ride vehicles emit a not great smell.
I would say
they're loud.
The Autopia cars are.
You got the color excitability. Like, which one am I getting? You get to drive it. It was very, very trending at the time. If things were trending back then. Freeways were not a thing. That's why it was in Tomorrowland. They were up and coming, so it was very exciting. For kids to be able to drive their own vehicle, it's still exciting for kids today.
Let's say C, solid, but lacks in a couple areas because you don't want to drive it because you'll feel like you'll die of noxious fumes. It
could use money. I think money could be reinvested into
C?
it. Let's go with the C. It's solid, but it is definitely lacking in a couple of areas.
All right, this will be the first interesting one because there's not technically a viewable ride cart.
You just take a seat.
So we are in Star Tours. So you are in the simulator. You're getting simulated. You just sit in a theater though.
Actually, this ride in particular is what inspired part of my criteria.
Because otherwise, this would be the lowest tier.
Because I really thought about how it has the ingenuity.
Yeah.
You don't see the ride vehicle. However, what it's capable of doing, let's say if you were to actually get in the inner workings of Star Tours and see that thing going and how it moves you, very.
But it is. Oh,
what?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you finish your thought because my thought.
Say very impressive.
But is that enough to save it?
No, but I don't think it's the lowest tier for sure.
I would say maybe it's a B because
you also got to share handles
you
with people. Share handles. That's awkward.
It's unbelievably hot in there. Like they can't put some air conditioning in there. I get sick because it's always so hot. Doesn't matter how cold it is. It's so hot in there with all that body heat.
And like I said, ingenuity not required for this, but it would give bonus points.
It saves it a little. It saves it one level because otherwise you're just sitting in a moving theater, but you just sit in a theater.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say B as in our second lowest tier.
Okay, I agree with that because there's not a whole lot else, at least as far as how we're grading it. I mean, there's no design with it. I guess it all goes in the theme with Star Tours.
Yeah, I think
agree.
It's okay.
You don't think of Star Tours when you think of ride vehicles.
Yeah, let's talk Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, which you get your very own Astro Blaster gun.
Interactive.
The carts here, our gun is detachable, unlike Magic Kingdom's.
But aren't they making them detachable? They're changing the guns, I think.
Yeah, but have they done that yet?
They're working on it. It's not reopened.
Okay, so
Magic Kingdom.
As of right now, we're still the only one that has a detachable gun. So what I said was not technically incorrect. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, does your gun point straight? I don't believe so.
However, you're able to turn your vehicle.
Which could be...
You have some controllability here.
Which could probably be a real negative if you're in there with your nephew, huh?
Where we were just turning around and shooting at Uncle.
Yeah.
We weren't even playing the game. Our game was shoot at Uncle.
So it could be real negative in some cases.
So we get 0 points.
These things probably haven't been touched since that ride went in.
Investment is absolutely needed. I don't think it's the worst of the worst. It's actually a comfortable ride vehicle.
It is
the
a very
design of
ride.
It is really
design
neat.
Is nice.
That all felt really great.
I feel like the guns need a bit of a retrofit.
The guns are, and that is key for the actual attraction and the theming of it. Is your blaster needs to be
kind of work
up to date.
So maybe a C, solid but lacks in a couple areas. Needs some work, but more or less.
I would agree.
Pretty achieves its purpose.
Yeah, it's kind of not mid, but we'll say it's solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
Space Mountain. This will be interesting,
baby.
So in Disneyland Space Mountain, we are
now we're talking.
We're a pair. So if you're Magic Kingdom only, you basically have 2 carts of 3 where you sit, or two cart. You have 2 carts each capable of carrying 3 passengers, all in single file line.
Yes, Matterhorn style.
Yeah, Matterhorn style. Well, I wasn't going to use that because even that doesn't make sense for Magic Kingdoms, but you get the picture.
Well, I was saying the comparison for Disneylanders to Magic Kingdom.
Ours is in here on Disneyland.
Here's the equivalent. What Magic Kingdom does with their Splash Mountain. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I apologize. Yeah. That is what they do with our Space Mountain. So it's 2 people.
For 3 rows or 4 rows? It's
3? 3 rows in a single rocket?
3 and 3. Yeah, it's 3 and 3. So we get a higher capacity in that. Oh, that's right.
Correct. Because they have 2 tracks.
That's right.
So it's still similar capacity, but the ride vehicles just differ.
This was one of the first rides that had an in-headset speaker system, isn't it?
That was for Disneyland Paris's version of Space Mountain. That was the first one to do in-ride audio.
I was close.
In the vehicle.
We got it here because they put it in there.
True, because in 2005, that's when Space Mountain reopened at Disneyland after they had done a major overhaul. I remember this as a kid.
Yeah.
It felt like Space Mountain was closed for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, time moves a lot slower. It's like, when is that reopening? What are they doing? They redid the entire track. They made it the onboard audio, and it rocks. It still rocks today.
Isn't the speaker like in the form of a hidden Mickey?
Hidden Mickey.
Emma's
correct.
Like
bonus points for that. I think it's e-ticket.
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Even for someone, there is a height capacity. If you're taller than me, you pretty much can't get in it. I can get into it, and I don't have.
Let's just say there are a lot worse ride vehicles. Disneyland is an old park with a lot of really old ride vehicles. There are many that can be, even me, it can be tough to try and squeeze yourself in. I think Space Mountain does a pretty good job. They're comfortable ride vehicles.
To match its
They're
ride.
Iconic. That's one of like the top tier. You think of Disney, you think of the mountains, Space Mountain, rocket ship, going to space. Heck yes.
Okay. This one I think will be an E just from its historical value and ingenuity. The Disneyland monorail. Designed by Bob Gurr.
Absolutely.
Designed and built by Bob Gurr. He kidnapped Richard Nixon in it once, technically, as the story goes.
Technically,
I guess
maybe someday we'll actually tell the whole story on the podcast.
Did that. I think was Walt involved or was it just him? I can't remember. I mean, obviously they didn't intentionally kidnap him, but they went for a little ride with him. Secret Service wasn't paying attention, was not in the monorail.
I like how I literally just said maybe someday we'll cover that whole story, and you're just trying to tell the story right now.
I don't think it's that big of a story where it needs to have more than a 30-second discussion.
It could be combined with an episode of other like just weird stories that have happened in Disneyland. Yeah.
Okay, well, we can always retell
what
it.
What are you talking about? I bet. Is that a challenge?
Are you
challenging me to see if I can talk about that for more than 30 seconds?
I think that
give me your hand. It's on. It's on. Challenge accepted.
It's probably a bit sad that I was able to pull that fact.
Hey, let's shake on it.
I was able to pull that fact out of my brain.
Me hanging.
No, I'm not shaking on it.
I want to take the challenge.
I was able to pull that fact out of my head. That's scary, isn't it?
That's not scary.
It's pretty scary.
No.
Emma's like, I've never
Congratulations. Give me your hand. Let me congratulate you.
I've never
Give
been
me that hand.
so attracted to a man.
Give me that hand. Let me shake your hand.
Emily, the moments in life where Emily are now attracted to me when I spout Disney facts and I make her morning espresso.
I'm a lucky girl.
Okay, Disneyland monorail.
But don't worry, I've still accepted your challenge.
Okay, can I just give this an A? This next one, because I do not like. I mean, it's ingenuitous.
However,
but I never want to get on it. It looks cool.
Okay.
It doesn't fit the land.
Also, think about this, though.
Yeah.
It actually brings some life to that area, too. It is very cool watching it go around.
Let's say B, then.
Even more beautiful at night.
All right,
so
fine.
I don't agree with it being at the very
bottom.
How
about C, then? We'll give it 2 gears.
Okay, so here we go. Here we're looking at C,
we're talking
about
Nemo's submarines.
I would give it a B, just from the fact of how uncomfortable of an experience it is sitting in that submarine with other people. It is a very cool idea. Don't get me wrong. I would probably enjoy it a lot more if I had smaller hips and I was a child. But me, as a grown woman, it is not a fun experience touching hips with other people.
In the post-COVID world, I have no interest in getting into a container ship with anybody.
I mean, I think it deserves some love. Historical value as well. These were obviously Nemo was not worked on Walt by Walt Disney, but the subs, they're originals and they were just repainted and
doesn't
reworked.
really match the land, so yeah, fair enough. Okay, we'll give it a B. So not the worst, but needs some work.
This is a tough one.
They should really just make it.
They should
just make it 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea again. That would have like that nostalgia value.
Let's bring some life back in it. Nostalgia,
okay,
please.
Let's move on.
Just make Tomorrowland Nostalgia Land with a Tomorrowland twist.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go to Fantasyland.
Are you good with that? I'm still struggling.
I think it's
with
a B.
C and
It's a
D.
B. It's a B. It's a B.
All right.
It's a B. It's a B. Fantasyland. It's a small world, so this is kind of perplexing because the ride very much an e-ticket in a lot of minds.
Iconic in every way.
But the
however,
cart itself is just a boring generic white boat with red or green seats in it.
Correct.
So, is it comfortable? It's not uncomfortable.
It's not the worst,
but it's and you do get a pretty good sailing around the world for 15 minutes.
It's not like your legs jammed in.
I think.
It's not the worst for you, right?
It's not the worst. Pirates are better as far as space.
Okay.
So obviously, I don't think you give it an A.
No.
But honestly,
it's not the worst.
It's just a generic boat. So maybe it's just a B.
They could be doing something a little more. It has different colors, I guess.
Okay, maybe let's talk about this, but with Storybook in the same vein. Because Storybook has a motor and ish that's there. I don't know what it does. I doubt it does much of anything, but it's there.
Yeah.
And you have a person in the boat telling the story, but that's also not very comfortable.
But that does a lot better with storytelling, I would say. There's more going on your boat, boat.
It's not like it's any better, though.
Do you give this a B?
A Small World?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there's nothing exciting about the actual vehicle.
Okay, do we want to also finish on Storybook at the same time?
Why not? We're already talking about it. So I think it's not comfortable, for sure.
Loading is not comfortable. I don't like the loading.
No, and when you have to exit, I swear.
Loading and unloading
Has anyone ever fallen in that water when you're trying to get out? Because
almost assuredly.
They do the thing. This is the ride where it would for sure happen.
Yeah.
It's most likely. I think this every single time.
With current
where they say, all right, now on the count of 3, all of us need to stand up at once. I think of it every time. One of these days, the boat is going to tip over.
I think it's a B.
Yeah. There's different characters on the boats, though.
Like, how do you mean?
Like Bambi is one of them. There's different.
Like the name?
The boats have different names. So there's excitability, for sure. I got very excited as a kid. But what boat am I going to get?
All right, we'll make it a C.
There's something that you don't see much. It's dying off in the Disney parks. Great movie ride. You had this feature. I miss it so much. You have an onboard cast member narrating everything. In today's world, so many things, you lose that kind of value where you're just listening to a robot. Where now you have an added cast member who has to learn a script and take you through. Sometimes you get a really fantastic one and it's great.
Okay, we'll make it a C.
Okay, and
solid.
The added fact, if you're a little kid, they'll let you sit on the very front of the boat. Now, how exciting is that? What other ride do they let you do that on? None.
All right, well, let's talk about
C? We're going with C?
We're going with C.
Okay.
Toad's Wild Ride.
This is a good one.
So we have historical value. It's been open there since the park.
It is there for sure.
You get a prop steering wheel. That definitely works.
Absolutely.
Wink, wink.
I always,
you have cart names.
Fun fact about me, as a kid, I would get nervous about taking the wheel. I'm like, I hope I'll do a good job.
That I'm not.
And somehow I always managed to do a good job. I guess I'm a good driver.
I am 100% not surprised by that statement.
It fits. Checks out.
Toad's Wild Ride. You have the names. You have the ingenuity.
I'd say
it's this E? I don't think it's E.
It's pretty iconic to ride in the motor car.
A motor car.
Motomania.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's a D. Because the next one is just for sure an E, and I think this is below.
My question to you, what takes it down a notch for you? What could be better about the Mr. Toad ride cart?
It's just not as iconic as some of the other rides. I think it's
still
iconic. I think it's iconic, but I think it's just below it.
Nearly perfect.
It's nearly perfect.
But it's not doesn't stand out. There isn't much else it's doing besides just being a dark ride vehicle.
You're right.
Or it's doing a lot of things. The theming's fantastic.
It's doing a lot, but it's a D.
I would agree.
It's an A.
I would agree because there's more impressive ride
Yes.
vehicles out there.
Like this one, Peter Pan's Flight. This one's easy. E tier.
E.
Do we even have to talk about it?
Absolutely E. Comfortable.
Open since the park
plenty
ride.
of space.
They haven't done it since. It's a elevated track. What's the word for it? There's a specific word for this. It's what they're doing with the Iron Man one. What is it? Suspended coaster?
Suspended? Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
That works for
Peter
me.
Pan's Flight. It's an E. You soar over London. You're in a
I have
pirate
zero
ship.
disagreements with you
E.
on this.
Pinocchio's
Absolutely.
Daring Journey. So Pinocchio and Snow White are basically just kind of generic wooden carts.
Snow White gets a plus up though because you get the seven dwarves name on each, and that is quite exciting.
And Pinocchio, there's nothing.
You just have carvings on them, which is fun, but they're all the same.
So maybe we just say for Snow White we do a C.
A C because you
And
get that
then
excitability.
Pinocchio is a B. Or B. Oh great, I've only confused myself.
Fun fact, I keep paging up to look at our list to remind myself.
Okay, we said Pinocchio's a C. Wait, no, we said Pinocchio's a B. Snow White is a C.
When we assign the letters, we need to remind
Yeah,
everyone of like
I try to
we
say
need
it
to
every time.
C ticket, I think.
Yeah,
to
okay.
Remind people. It's not like it's getting a C grade.
So Pinocchio's Daring Journey is just below mid. It's a B.
Yes.
Just because it's just a generic, and it's not that
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's not necessarily uncomfortable, but it's not the most comfortable.
Peter Pan is cushy. You have like the nice raised buttocks cushion.
All right, let's talk Dumbo's Flying Elephant.
Question. This might be a good time since I'm thinking it now.
Yes.
For this episode, if people, let's say, are watching on YouTube.
I will have all the pictures. You can follow along as we
So
do
if this is driving you nuts and we're just confusing you with what our grades are,
I'll have a little spoiler at the top of the picture maybe, and I'll have what it is at the bottom because you can. I have it where this is a thing people's do. So there's a template for it. So I'll have all the pictures on the tiers so that you can just follow along and also know where we're putting stuff.
When people usually do it, they do it the normal way with S tier and the grading system.
We thought we were real clever.
We thought we were being cool.
We thought we were real clever.
Edgy and just making it confusing.
Within 30 seconds of deciding that, I immediately got confused. So maybe that wasn't the best side.
Maybe a smarter decision, Clayton, would have been we can still change the S tier to E tier.
Keep everything the same.
That's E ticket, and then everything else is switched.
No, this is so much better.
Oh boy.
Dumbo the Flying Elephant.
We've gone too far.
This is a spinner ride, but you're in a Dumbo.
And there's he's wearing different colored hats.
And technically, while these are probably not the original leaking elephants.
No, they're definitely not the original
They have been
ones.
around since opening day.
This is iconic. When you see a Disney ad
you see a lot
for
of this
any
for
of
Disney
the parks,
ads.
Dumbo the Flying Elephant,
I think
this attraction is always
This has
used.
to be an E then.
Yeah, it's like the only thing that could be improved is more comfortable, but for the length of the ride, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's probably an E.
It's up there.
It's
Because
iconic.
that's one of the things you immediately think of Dumbo.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree.
Casey Jr. Circus Train.
How comfortable is this one for you, Clayton?
Uncomfortable.
Mainly if you're sitting in the animal cage, not good for adults.
Yeah. Now,
there's some normal seats too.
It's very iconic in the sense that you're on Casey Jr. It's a working train coaster, choo-choo thing.
Yeah.
It's
very in theme with the movie.
You have unique carts.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing. When you're waiting in line, case in point, our niece and nephew, they're like, animal cage. I want the pink one, not the orange one. I want the pink one that says, what's wild animals and the monkeys. We were wild animals, I'm pretty sure.
I see.
There's that. You can sit in the caboose. You're facing backwards. There's a lot of excitability on this.
Let's say
it was so unsafe
D.
when Disneyland opened that
they couldn't run it.
They could not run it. And even doing the test run, they were nervous about because the thing was just going to fall off the track.
So let's say iconic, but just below perfection.
I would say so.
D.
That
tier.
Casey Jr., in my opinion, in my humble opinion, Casey Jr. and Storybook Land in Disneyland and pretty much all of Fantasyland. That is the heart of Disneyland. It's so charming.
Did you know that Storybook Boat is like supposed to kind of be like Lilliputian Land?
Tell me more.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me more, Clayton.
Okay, Emily, G-rated for the show, please.
Also, one point to make, I didn't say this about Storybook.
Yeah.
Casey Jr. really does this because you get such a great vantage point to see areas of Storybook Boat that you can't quite see actually when you're actually sitting in that ride.
Mhm.
I love it. I love the fact that it adds so much extra energy to Fantasyland, makes it come alive, and it's the interweaving of attractions. I mean, that's really just talking about, I just love the attraction on its own. But getting to see it passing by, it adds so much to the entire land.
All right. Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah. I'll knock a point off. It's a little hard to get in and out of the ride vehicles.
It's
but
not the most comfortable.
Once you're inside,
Yeah.
I'm fine. It's more the lap bar and the width
problem
for getting in and out.
Yeah. Multiple colored caterpillars.
The fact that they're sculpted caterpillars.
If you're our niece and nephew, you're trying to get in the real caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, so you're trying to get the blue one.
Yeah.
They were like all about
They really wanted to go in
one.
theme.
Yeah. Or it was like the other one was they wanted to match your backpack because you wore your Alice backpack, Alice Loungefly.
Yeah.
So we'll say this one is a D, as in just below perfection, just below E-ticket.
It's iconic. You think about the really cool ride carts in Disneyland, Alice in Wonderland Caterpillar always comes to mind. You see it, you get the view of the Matterhorn passing by. I love it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Let's talk Matterhorn bobsleds. This one will probably be divisive. So you're in a bobsled.
It has a lot of good going for it and a bit of bad going for it.
A lot of bad going for it. If you have
mainly
back
like
problems.
a bad back going for you.
I'm gonna say
iconic. It is iconic.
It is iconic.
Can't deny it.
But I think I'm gonna go with, for me, it's C. It's solid, but it's lacking
in the. It is
getting
very difficult to get in. It's hard to get out.
If you're
not
tall,
comfortable while you're riding.
If you're tall, you have one seating option. Well, you have multiple seating options. Only one of them is good.
You'll really regret one of them once you're seated. You'll slightly regret the other one once you're seated.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with solid but lacking in just a few areas. That's a C.
Do you think, from your perspective, Mr. Longlegs over there, is the Matterhorn bobsled or the Space Mountain rocket in Magic Kingdom, which one is more uncomfortable?
I'm so immensely terrified of the Space Mountain.
I'm not talking about the actual attraction though, but just like being in the ride. No.
I'm immensely terrified of the ride cart because it feels like it's smaller and it feels like it has less side stuff.
They're
and
very
it's even
old.
Harder to get into and out of, in my opinion.
It's true. It is extremely difficult.
And it's not a belt. It's not a belt thing.
Right.
It's a
lap,
thing.
A pull
and
down
so
lap
it's like
bar.
it's the Space Mountain one by 1.5 miles.
It's true. It is a lot worse.
Yeah. Okay.
I still love it. Let's be clear. I still love Space Mountain Magic Kingdom.
King Arthur's Carousel. So this one's a bit. How do you rate this one? Because the whole carousel is not the cart. That's the ride. So we were just talking the horses.
We're talking about strictly the horses.
Strictly the horsies. So you have a lot of variability.
The horsies?
Yeah, the
Did
horsies.
you say that?
Yeah, you have a lot of variability. You obviously
Jingles.
Try to get Jingles.
You got to try and get Jingles. Never ridden him before.
So then I think this one is easy. Just below perfection. You call it a D. You have a lot of options.
Yeah.
You have some that are tied to Walt. I would not say this is E-ticket.
I'm not going with
not a
E-ticket.
card, it's a carousel
I'm
thing.
honestly going between D and C.
Oh, okay. I could be okay
It's
with a C.
not the most exciting.
Yeah.
When you think of Disneyland ride carts, the carousel is front and center in Fantasyland, of course.
Yeah.
But do you think of the carousel horse as being one of the top
I like
ride
I like your thoughts. We'll do C.
I think it's like, it's
mid.
It's just above average,
mid.
I would say.
Just above mid.
No,
yeah.
we're not using mid.
Just above mid. Mad Tea Party.
Ooh.
I would say this is also a C for me.
These ones are more iconic to me than the carousel.
Fair.
I think.
But how much of that is just the its movement with the ride and not the actual cart?
Yeah.
So a lot of what that is the ride with the lights above it now and the cart moving around with everyone.
True.
The cart itself.
You can do more. There's more interactivity, I suppose, but that's not unique to Disneyland.
Right. I would say solid.
I would agree.
C.
It's solid. It's
Okay.
solid. Also, maybe not the most comfortable. It's pretty tiny when you get in there.
All right. Toontown. So this will be interesting. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. So we'll be talking about this ride cart several times because this is the trackless system.
Yes.
Well, several as in twice, but
obviously it's getting major points for ingenuity. The fact that this ride vehicle can pull apart from itself.
We're not talking about the Goofy's not part of the ride vehicle, ride cart.
No.
The Goofy train. So it's just the ride cart.
Yeah.
It's not very comfortable. You're not sitting. Are you sitting on a? Is it hard plastic or is it
hard? Is it hard plastic?
It is hard plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It is.
I don't think it's that uncomfortable. It's fine.
I think it's not like A, but there's not really anything like it's very ingenuous in the sense that it's on a trackless.
Wait, are you for real saying it's an A?
I said it's not an A.
Oh, are you even considering that? Is a nuts take.
I'm not considering it an A. I'm considering it to be a B. It doesn't have a whole lot going for it that's got going on. You're just sitting you're just sitting on a bench. You have to take out the fact that you're on a trackless ride system. What else does it do? So take this and Rise of the Resistance. At least Rise of the Resistance, we have a droid that goes up and down.
I guess I'm thinking of the theming of it, but that's mainly Goofy.
That's the ride.
That's mainly Goofy at the front, making it look like it's a railroad train.
You're just sitting on a bench. That's all you're doing on this ride.
True.
You're just sitting on a bench.
I don't know what more you could do with it, though.
You could put a droid on it for Rise of Resistance. So that I would honestly say this is a B.
So what if
I would say this is a B.
Goofy, like a Jack in the Box Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy pops up at the front.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Everyone screams.
Well, that's my point. It's like
jump scare.
There's not like a whole lot going on this.
It's true.
So I will say this is a B.
Yeah. Okay. I'm struggling, but yes. Because I'm trying to take the ride out of it and
how
the vehicle interplays with the actual attraction. Yeah. Okay. I agree. Okay. I agree.
Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin.
This is getting bigger points than Mickey and Minnie's for me.
Yeah. I would say this is
the step
C.
it took as far as taking a normal dark ride just on a track, basically putting a teacup on top of it that you can spin around.
Yeah.
The design of the overall vehicle, very cool.
I would say this is right above mid.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. I wouldn't say it's iconic.
No.
That's not what I immediately think of when it comes to the Disney parks.
No.
However, it is much better than like a Pinocchio ride cart.
Yeah.
Or Mickey and Minnie's.
Yeah.
It stands out, but it's not up there with the other Fantasyland rides.
Right. The Gadget Coaster, I have no context for this.
Oh,
for me, I
almost want to.
I don't even think I could fit in it, to be honest with you.
The actual carts have a design element to them. They're not just like a box that you sit in. However, the process for an adult getting in and out of this is not fun.
Let's say this is an A then.
Yeah, it's mainly they just need to make them bigger for
larger
than children.
It's a kid's coaster, so. All right, let's move on over to Galaxy's Edge. So this will be interesting because we'll have basically the return of Star Tours here. Smuggler's Run, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, this is kind of a tough one.
What did we give Star Tours?
Because you're thinking about the overall, like the seats inside. You look like you're in a cockpit.
Yeah,
so that counts as it being the ride vehicle. That is all very neat.
Up on Star Tours, yeah.
So I think it's better than the Star Tours ride vehicle for sure. What did you say? What we got?
Star Tours a B.
A B.
So as in just below middle.
Yeah.
But is this that much more up considering the design of it? If you're like an engineer and you have to press the button either with your off dominant hand or do this with your dominant hand.
2-finger touch the button.
Yeah, or you're doing this, which you can't do because your left hand is useless.
I guess there's the excitability of where you're sitting in the vehicle.
Yeah, if you're the pilot.
Yeah, I know. They're going to change it.
Yeah, I know.
And make it more exciting if you're the engineer, which good, finally. Took you long enough.
Yeah.
But good. Good to see. Good to see. I'm staying positive.
But otherwise, you're just sitting in a theater.
True.
I mean, I could rank this with Star Tours, honestly.
I could. I still think it's better than Star Tours, but
I
don't
think it's a C.
I don't think it sits at the same level as what are other things we gave C's to? Autopia.
Yeah, so it's a B.
It's a B. I would agree.
So Rise of the Resistance is basically going to be the same conversation with Mickey and Minnie's.
However,
but we have a droid that talks to us in it.
We do. That is very exciting.
Yeah. And this cart does multiple things technically because it has the ability to also do. We do spoilers. It doesn't just do the trackless thing. It does other stuff as well. So I'll give this one a C.
I would agree.
Right in the middle. Right smack dab in the middle.
Yes.
All right. Frontierland.
Here we go. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Hold on to those hats and glasses, folks.
Okay. So how do you you have to take the whole thing as is, right?
The difference here, this is why I got hung up on Mickey and Minnie's. Shoot, how do we rank this? Because technically the railroad part of it, it's all attached.
It's all in one cart.
And when you think of the ride vehicle,
you think of the whole train.
You think of the whole train.
Yeah. So in that case, it's an easy D.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's easily a D at least, but I don't think it's E. But they use this for every ad. It's on every Disneyland ad.
It's very iconic. It's comfortable. It's a little scary if you're sitting with Clayton, however, and I feel like I'm going to fly right out of the vehicle. However, it goes up there. It's one of those it's one of the ride designs you think of. It's simple but effective.
It's a mountain.
Great theming. I love it all. So it also has the real thing I just thought of, excitability factor. It has the really funny names of each one, like IB Heart or IB Daring or something.
Yeah. So Ethan, you want to rank it all the way at the top, don't you?
I don't know. What could it do better? Is there anything? That's what I'm trying to think of. It's comfortable. It's a comfortable ride. You don't go on it and feel like you're on Matterhorn where you're going to die.
Swapping to a belt system might be better, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But
if I'm riding with anyone besides you, it's fine. It's just you I have the problem with.
This could be an E.
Yeah, I don't think I have any complaints.
E, baby.
It's exciting. You see it whip by when you're walking through Frontierland. You hear the railroad choo choo. Everyone knows that.
All right, let's talk Mark Twain's Riverboat.
Oh, here we get into the historical value. Yeah, come on. This is where Walt and Lillian celebrated their wedding anniversary just a couple days
I'll say D.
before the park opened.
I'll say D on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think it's superior. It's not best of the best, but it's very high up there. It's an iconic piece of Disneyland and Disneyland history. There's no Disneyland without the Mark Twain.
Hey, let me go make sure.
Unfortunately, it's not called Mark Twain at Magic Kingdom, but now there's Magic Kingdom without the equivalent over there.
Yeah, I think the Riverboat is easily a D. Iconic.
Oh, yeah.
They built it in pieces. In case you haven't seen Disneyland Handcrafted, they built that thing in pieces in a studio. It's not a boat. What is a boat? But it's a boat that was built inside a studio, not a dry dock, and then shipped in pieces.
All correct.
Put together.
Aren't you impressed by him, everybody? I sure am.
He should be.
Look at this man go with his Disney facts.
The sailing shipped Columbia.
Sailing ship Columbia.
Well, I think this is slightly less than the Mark Twain.
It's not as iconic. It's a
newer thing.
It is very neat. You can go below deck and they're almost like exhibits kind of on display.
They shoot a cannon.
Shoot a cannon. Very neat, but not as iconic as the Mark Twain. Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
We decided to omit, this is considered a ride vehicle.
We do not have the rafts.
To Tom Sawyer Island.
Or
because
the canoes.
Tom Sawyer Island is really... That's what you're going for. Yeah. You're not going on the raft to go on the raft so much.
Yeah, we did not do... Oh, you have it down there, but we did not do the canoes.
I put does this count next to it because I wasn't sure.
We'll just not do it. All right, let's talk about Adventureland.
So do you see my line of thinking why I figured if you're going by Frontierland, you could just weave in, connect to Adventureland, and then keep on doing the rest of your lap around Disneyland.
Yeah, but then you end in a dead end in Critter Country or whatever it's called now.
Bayou Country.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh man.
Easy E. Absolutely easy E. They've been there since the beginning. They all have fancy names. You get a cast member that talks to you. Mm-hmm. They're relatively easy to get in and out of. They're pretty comfortable. You get to go behind the backside of water, even though that's part of the ride.
What's not to love?
What
more could the Jungle Cruise do for you?
You have live entertainment. They all have a name.
Yeah.
It's an iconic cart that you can't get in anywhere else.
Authentic Disney experience right there.
E, baby.
E, baby.
Indiana Jones, also E.
And if you don't believe us, you're in denial.
This ride cart has so much technology in it.
You're in D.
We're not. Clayton, it's an E, though.
Clayton, if you don't believe us about the Jungle Cruise being an E ticket, you're in D.
Oh my
Nile.
Indiana Jones. This ride cart has so much technology in it, it's almost impossible to keep it running.
Very true. I've warned people for clients who
Yeah.
do their first trip to Disneyland. I'm like,
FYI.
beware of Indiana Jones. I'm not just
It'll go
saying
down
this
on
to
ya.
be funny. You will walk past the queue. You look at it wrong. It will decide to break down. Do not say anything bad about it. You only pay it compliments as you're approaching.
It just broke down at Disneyland. I'm sorry. That thing will break down if you breathe on it wrong.
Daily. I'm not even kidding. Daily, it will break down.
It'll break down when you're on it.
But that is not part of our ranking system. That does not go into account.
This is a technological marvel.
It is.
Surprisingly, they must have worked all the kinks out when they did Dinosaur.
That one only goes down every so often,
I've
but
never,
it's
ever
not to
seen
the
it go
degree
down.
of Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
I wonder what they did that they fixed it.
Oh,
Sorry. Dinosaur no longer exists.
Oh, I'm sorry. Indiana Jones and Indiana Jones now.
Oh,
Don't
they
get me wrong.
confirmed that
I'm excited, but I miss Dinosaur.
they're going to do it as an indie over there?
It's going to be Indiana Jones.
Oh, they're going to redo it as an
However, it's different storyline.
I mean, that's
this
at least
time.
cool, yeah.
If they were just doing a copy of what's in
That would
Disneyland,
be
I would be
boring.
furious.
Yeah.
But I
But
don't want any of that.
The thing goes up, it goes down.
It's bouncing. Every time you go on the ride, it's a different experience.
You get to make the joke whenever you pass the snake that you grab your wife's leg and squeeze it real hard like she's being bit by a spider or a snake.
You have the exciting spot in the Jeep that
If you
everybody
get to be the
fights
driver.
for, to be the driver.
I don't know that everybody fights for that.
Maybe just my family growing up.
Yeah.
Where my dad
Probably
pushes
that.
us all out of the way.
Probably.
Because he wants to be the driver.
And also probably that, more specifically. So E.
We are the ones making a big scene in line. No, I'm the driver. Get my We're all fighting till the death.
We'll say that's an E.
Oh, absolutely. You can't expect it to do more. There's lights on the front of it to replicate being a Jeep. It is fantastic. Yes.
Do you know a fun fact about the queue for this ride?
Tell me.
You know it though, don't you?
I don't know. Are you talking about the Jeep in the queue?
No.
Oh.
Talking about parking lot in the queue.
Why you think of that right now?
I don't know. Pops up.
Do tell. Do tell.
Indiana Jones, actually, mostly once you get to the almost final corral section of the park or the ride, you're actually in the parking lot of old Disneyland. You've gone underneath the berm and you're in the old parking lot. More specifically, the Eeyore section of the parking lot. So there's an old Eeyore parking lot sign still in the attraction queue. You can't really see it unless you have someone sign a flashlight. So when they play the video, you're about to enter the Solace talking to you.
Do not look into the
Do
eyes.
not look into the eye when they play that video
That would
in front
be
of you.
dangerous. Very dangerous.
If you turn and look up and you have a flashlight, you can see Eeyore.
Take heed, my friends.
Yeah, take heed on this Eeyore.
I'm pretty sure back in the day, cast members, majority of them did have a flashlight on hand.
Well, yeah.
We just don't ask anymore.
Yeah,
But it'd be kind of weird, I think, now for them to always have a flashlight with them.
Yeah, that's true. Like, you have a flashlight on your phone. What do you need me for?
Yeah, so just imagine when you get into the indoor portion of the queue,
Yeah.
make a couple turns, you start slowly going downhill. You, my friends, are going underneath the Disneyland Railroad at that point.
Yes, my friends.
Yes, friends.
New Orleans Square, Pirates of the Caribbean. So I did some very quick research.
Were their names on the ride carts? Was I right?
I don't know. I have one site that says they were all painted over. I have one site that says there's a whole list of things that you can like search them for. So we'll go with.
Is this like the Mandela effect, or is it a mixture of the two where they had names when I was a kid?
I'm pretty sure in Disneyland there's names.
Oh man, I'm really questioning this now.
For the sake of this argument, we're going to say that they're names because otherwise,
however, I wouldn't say the names on the pirate
otherwise
boats
this doesn't
having
have much
impact.
going for it.
No, it does not.
It's a generic boat. It's not uncomfortable, but you're just sitting on hard plastic, so it's not like it's uncomfortable.
But if we're comparing pirate ships, pirates versus Peter Pan, Peter Pan wins.
I would say that this is. So I'm going to say. What did we give? What did we give Small World?
Did we give it a?
Because it's with Small World. Okay,
Where is it?
Small World we gave a B.
A B. Okay.
So like when we say B, we're saying it's below midline, needs help, but it's not like it's the worst. It's just like
it's not.
The names are
it's
not
not
enough.
as if it needs help.
The name is
though.
not a thing that you like because you can't even tell. I don't think you can see the name
to
when
the
you're
point
getting
of
on
me
the boat.
questioning whether there are even.
I think you can
on
only
them.
see the name when you're in the attraction queue, like going up to it. I don't think you can see it when you're entering the boat.
Here's where Pirates has a leg up over Small World, though. it's incorporation into overall theming and aesthetic of the ride. Yes, for Small World, you're going on a boat ride around the world.
Yes.
But with Pirates, it's pirates. Of course, you're going to be in a boat sailing through. So to me, it plays more into the storyline of it and makes you actually feel more
Should we just say
immersed.
C then? Middle?
I think C. I think more of the pirate ride vehicle than Small World.
Okay, Haunted Mansion. We don't even have to say
come on.
E.
Come on.
E, baby.
Do we need to list all the reasons? Go, Clayton. We do.
It's got the coolest name. The
Doom
Doom Buggy. It's super duper comfortable. The bar.
You could take a nap in that
the
thing.
The bar lowers for you. It's an omnimover that moves.
Which very funny.
Yeah.
I rode Haunted Mansion with our nephew on this last trip, and he was very concerned about the lap bar. He kept reaching for it. It was me and my dad in the vehicle with him. I'm sorry, the Doom Buggy, because this vehicle actually has an official name.
Right.
He was like insistent. We're like, no, don't worry. It's going to come down. You don't have to worry about it. He's like, but like, because we're already moving. So the ride's already started. He's very concerned about it. We're like, watch, just sit back and watch. It will lower for you. And it happened. He's like, oh, it's magic. We said it's magic.
It's magic.
Yeah.
E.
Bob Gurr was involved in the design of this. Not to mention, it took an idea where you had the original dark ride, where you're just always going forward. That is the trajectory you are on for the duration of your experience. That's not what they wanted to do with this ride vehicle.
No.
They wanted to make it where it's literally as if you are behind a camera and it is directing you where you were going to look in each scene.
Mm-hmm.
That is some high-tech stuff.
All right. The mini adventures.
I gotta give a shout out though too. If we were doing extinct attractions and adventure through inner space, that would be very high up there. Same type of ride vehicle. Gets less points because it's just a blue clamshell. Haunted Mansion Doom Buggy, it looks more like a coffin, very in theme with it. But Adventure Through Inner Space, the ride vehicles had an actual official name, the Atom-mobiles. Doesn't get much cooler than that.
Does not. Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, this is
D.
high. This is high.
D.
It's very iconic.
We got names.
It has
the honey bars.
It has an official name. Do you know that? Vehicles.
The vehicles.
Come on.
It's got comedy galore for the cast members pulling those honey bars until they're sticky stuck. Buzz on in, honeybees.
Make a beeline for that exit.
That's obviously D territory.
Just go on all day with this
Emily,
material.
that's definitely a D for Emily.
Also, on top of that, the ride vehicle it does a nice like ooh waving making that face at me. It's like a nice rocking sensation.
I don't know.
It's good.
I don't know her. Come
on, right. Clayton, do it with me.
Let's do our final ride. Tiana's.
Why are you moving so fast?
Tiana's
the vehicles need love too.
We talked about the vehicles a lot when we talked about
We can
all
never
the rides.
talk about them enough, though.
What are they called?
Especially when you do this motion as if you're trying to replicate the feeling of being on the ride.
No.
Stop looking away from me.
Let's talk about our last ride. It's our last ride, Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
This is one of those cases
where we have
a lot of negatives in the similar vein of Matterhorn.
Yeah, this is A.
Very uncomfortable seat.
Very wet. When water gets in the bottom of that, it does not drain.
It does not.
If you're sitting in the first three, I feel like they changed something with Tiana's because you did not used to get that wet on Splash Mountain. Not that I'm complaining.
I feel towards the end of Splash Mountain's life,
they did something.
There was a turn where back in the day,
you did not used
when
to get
I would
that
go
wet.
on Splash Mountain, it would occasionally, it'd be like a rarity for.
It was like you may get wet.
You may get wet, and on a very rare occasion, yes,
you got
literally
wet.
A wave might go over your leg.
But it was you may get wet.
It would be unexpected.
Yeah.
Now you go on this ride anytime.
Yeah.
And you're in seats 1 through 4.
Right.
I would say that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
A wave is going over your right leg.
Yeah. And if water gets
guaranteed.
If water gets in there,
I'd say 5 and 6, those seats are, you may get wet. Yeah. You might get sprinkled. It depends the weight distribution of your actual log.
I'm saying this is an A, like very bottom of the barrel.
But the logs are a cool design.
Yeah, but that doesn't save it.
It doesn't get anything for it?
No, I don't think so.
It's iconic, though.
All right, we'll give it a B.
You think
then.
of ride vehicles, I always would think of Splash Mountain, and it's the same kind of. I guess Tiana's gets less points for it because you used to actually have Briar Rabbit. His face was carved in the front of the logs. That made it even cooler. But don't you think?
But now the logs don't. I feel like the logs don't play anything. Why are we going down a log?
How does
in the
that
bayou?
tie into this to the story?
Like I could understand it if we were, with rabbits going down like going down bear country. But now with Tiana's, we're going down the bayou in a log. How does that make sense?
I guess there's logs floating around in the bayou.
Okay, what do you?
We're just floating along in that log.
What's your final grade?
I just feel bad. I feel like it needs something for it's doing something. But
right, we'll
log flumes also existed before this, and they were just logs.
Okay, we'll give it a B. Give it a B.
We can give it an A. I'm still made to think of Splash Mountain, I guess, because I had more attachment to the logs.
We're doing A, baby.
Can we do like A point B?
There's no midpoint.
Can we do a half?
There's no midpoint.
Can we do an A plus?
All right, so let's just say what our e-tickets are. Not that there are any surprise. So e-tickets, Disneyland Railroad, Main Street vehicles, obviously. Space Mountain.
I feel like we can also say, give us your thoughts in the comments as well, or let us know.
This is also, we're 2 Looney Tunes, so
we're
these
not
are
saying this is the end all be all.
These people are like, these people rated the Main Street vehicles and e-ticket. What's wrong with them?
I feel like people would disagree on that.
Crazy people. So our E's, Disneyland Railroad, Main Street vehicles, Space Mountain, Monorail, Peter Pan's Flight, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Big Thunder, Jungle Cruise, Indy,
Haunted Mansion. Those are our
e-tickets.
I think we have a good roundup here.
Yeah. Okay. D. Should we go D? Toad's Wild Ride, Casey Jr., Alice, Mark Twain Riverboat, and Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
There we have it.
C. So midway-ish. Autopia, Buzz, Snow White, Enchanted Wish, Storybook Boats, Matterhorn, The Carousel, Mad Tea Party, Cartoon Spin, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, Rise of the Resistance, Sailing Ship Columbia. And this is a good distribution. Pirates of the Caribbean. So in a distribution, you want most of your rides in the middle. We're right there. I think we're right there.
It seems a little weird to rate.
There was like a 50% chance Emily rated everything in E.
No. It does feel a little weird assigning a C letter grade to Pirates.
This doesn't have
we're not
much.
doing it on the actual attraction.
It's the cart.
It's the cart.
It's the cart.
It's just the cart here.
Okay, B. So this is our below midpoint. Star Tours.
These ones need a little help.
It's Finding Nemo subs. It's a Small World. Pinocchio. Daring Journey. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Oh, and Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And our last but not least, but mostly least,
sorry rides.
Astro Orbiter, Chippendale Gadget Coaster, and Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Okay, it is. We did put an A. I was about to, for a second, I thought we went with B for Tiana's. I was about to say, well, that's not really fair to Astro Orbiter if I'm making the argument that the log design is what gives it a grade above. I'm like, well, Astro Orbiter, it's not like it didn't try with the ride vehicle design.
See, there was a 50% chance you gave everything an E.
Yeah, I just love it all. That's even with these grades, the ones that are A's, we still do enjoy them.
We don't ever ride Astro Orbiter,
but when we have
and
we do it alone,
yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah.
Our gadgets.
But we're not talking.
No, it's called Chippendale's Gadget Coaster now.
We're not talking about the ride experience, Emily. We're talking about the carts.
I know.
Disconnect.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know.
I love them all so much. They're all my friends.
All right, now we will. That was our tiers. Fun.
It was. I think it was very fun.
Yeah, we decided to do this because we needed a little bit. We've been a lot going on, and we've been sick, and they're trying to get better. It's so unbelievable.
I mean, you can really blame it on me. I just didn't have the time to start researching for something else.
Emily,
Well, no, I like to be thorough.
Yeah.
Can't rush this stuff.
So next week we're gonna do California Adventure.
Yeah,
to close this out.
California Adventure
That one will
ride
be
vehicles.
a quick one because there's like 2 rides in that park.
No, there's not.
There's a lot of A's, let me tell you that much.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna do California Adventure. We'll probably do this for other parks if you like this. So
do let us know.
Do let us know. Magic Kingdom obviously could easily be done.
I mean, all 4 of the Walt Disney World parks can easily be
I feel
done.
like you could do Magic Kingdom, but I feel like you'd have to do Epcot with maybe something
could combine.
else. Yeah, because Epcot there's not enough to do a full episode.
No, we could do a combo.
Yes, we could combine a couple parks. So yeah, let us know. We could definitely do that. Then after we do that, we will get back into some kind of history. I don't know if we're gonna do a Clayton Watches.
Let's just reveal it. I've committed to this being the next one.
Okay.
It is going to be Clayton Watches. Do you want to reveal what the film is of choice?
We're doing Alice. We're doing Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, my favorite. And I don't know how I let this slide for so long.
Well,
I have failed myself.
The story goes on very early in mine and Emily's relationship.
Maybe it was a couple months, not even a couple.
This was because this was before your cousin's wedding, which was not even a month in. That's a whole different story. We went to San Francisco. We came back.
Yeah, I took you to. You drove us.
Yeah,
but it was my decision. I said, "Have you ever been to the Walt Disney Family Museum?"
Yeah, this was a month in, by the way, like legitimately a month into our relationship.
I slowly dipped your toes into the Disney sphere.
Like literally a month in. I'm not joking. And then I
didn't try and hide anything from
and then
you
on the way home, this story lives in infamy. On the way home, you were bouncing off the wall. We got a coffee.
How could I not be bouncing off the walls after Walt history?
We got a coffee, and this is before you married me, so your caffeine tolerance was pretty low. So you were bouncing off the car walls. And
do you know what song I was really
it was Tegan and Sarah Closer.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Anytime I listen to that song, that is the memory that immediately pops in my head.
We literally spent several.
All I wanna get is.
We spent your cousin was getting married like in a week and a half or something from that time, or like 2 weeks, and we just discussed because they're going to be all your extended family. We just discussed that, you didn't. I was like, I'll go if you want me to, and you're like, no,
that's too much.
That's too much. We won't go. Your dad literally called you maybe 10 minutes after we closed that conversation. Not even. And he's like, yeah, your aunt wants to make sure everyone has a good time. So they really want you to bring Clayton.
Which I said, no, it's okay.
And then your dad was like,
it's too early to introduce him to the family. I don't want to put that on him.
Your dad was like, no, he's coming.
No. I'm not taking no for an answer. No.
And your aunt isn't taking no.
Yeah, we had no choice, apparently.
So yeah, that was, but then what were we talking about? Then we came back.
Just lives rent free in our heads.
We got some Chinese food or something, and it had been a long day.
I said, it'd be the perfect end to our Walt Disney Family Museum day. Let's watch one of my favorites, Alice in Wonderland.
And I think I fell asleep where the guy with the clams or the oysters. I fell asleep right at that point. So I saw the flowers. Oh, the clam guy's not in the ride, huh?
No, that's not in it.
Huh.
You fell asleep during the whole walrus and the carpenter sequence.
Yeah, that scene, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I was laughing at certain moments, and you were dead quiet. That's when I turned and looked at you. You were completely fast asleep. There was no stirring you.
It was a long day.
And I've never tried again because my heart was broken.
Whoa. Calm down there.
I fell asleep during one of my favorites.
Sorry, we just had a coughing fit. It was like, that yawning.
A duel of the coughs.
That yawning phenomenon where one person yawns.
Not duel of the fates, it's duel of the coughs in here.
Yeah, my cough has gotten really I might get the very end of the cough. You probably should not be in the same room as me right now, since you're about to get on a plane.
Good thing you're coughing in a closed room with me.
Yeah,
right
I know.
now.
That's what I'm saying. So let's close it off.
Great.
Yeah. So we'll
all of that to say, we have some Alice in Wonderland content coming.
That'll
up
probably
soon.
be multiple episodes because we'll do research into the movie,
Not
itself.
Not probably.
And it'll definitely go into the ride. So
surefire thing.
So
you're getting multiple episodes.
Almost definitely, most likely.
It's my favorite. So who knows? It may be 20 parts. Who's to say?
Okay.
Only me.
All
because
right.
I write the episodes.
So this will be out. We hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back with next week again with California Adventure do this. And then we will do some history, fun stuff. We'll get back into our wheelhouse. So,
well, this is still our
I know.
wheelhouse. We brought in history, even though we weren't supposed to. I mean, you mainly did. Bravo to you, Clayton. I'm so proud. Yay. He's come so far.
I think with that, Emily, just again, remember, follow at Make a Magical Pod. Will you be posting stuff? Would you have posted stuff on your trip? I just realized now that this
is a weird question to ask me
after your trip has come out.
Yeah.
maybe we'll definitely have, if you're on the Patreon side, Emily will do some breakdowns of what she did, because she's doing some cool stuff she's never done before. So if you're on the Patreon side, look out for that. That is what we need to share. That's probably the right way to do it. Yeah.
As far as trip recaps go, we are not going to do one on the main episode. If I decide to talk about any of that, that's only going on Patreon, and we'll see about that, because there's going to be some Universal park time in there. A lot of things I have not experienced there still.
Someone's going in the Utilidors.
Yeah, I might be going in the Utilidors. I don't know. Let's just see how I'm feeling. It might happen.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So lots of fun things are going to be, have already happened. Yes, time works weird when
you're already home.
I'm already home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. But no, not sad, because I get to be with you and pet the cats.
Ouch.
I missed you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it. Seems like you jet set into the sun.
Anyways, go to Patreon if you want to hear all about my trip.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
I will remove the shovel from your hand so you don't have to dig yourself a deeper hole.
My lava, though.
Yeah. I know you do.
I'm sorry.
I know. You know.
You're supposed to say I lava too, by the way.
I lava.
Okay.
Now you sign us off.
You're like, please save us from
save us from ourselves. Literally say the words.
Oh, no, can we end it this way? What would be your rating of the People Mover? I had to. Don't worry, when we do Magic Kingdom, you'll have to do it then.
Well, we had different carts over here.
Oh,
and I never experienced the carts over here.
Oh, that's true. Well, maybe when we do Magic Kingdom, then we'll have to do a little Disneyland Magic Kingdom comparison.
Why do you do this to me?
And then while we're already at it, what would you assign like the rocket rods?
Never experienced them. But they're an A because they killed my favorite ride in Disneyland.
They buried it straight into the ground.
I'm speaking directly to Josh tomorrow right now. Fix the People Mover.
Please. We're begging you. And Figment.
Literally tens of people are saying it. Fix it.
10 people are saying
tens of people. There's probably at least 20 of us that are definitely saying fix the People Mover.
No, there's a lot of people who want to see the People Mover back.
There's that one guy you follow on YouTube.
Offhand Disney.
He's like, he did this whole thing. Hey, congrats, Josh. Now, what does this mean for me as a People Mover fan?
That's what he does.
I like that guy. You always make sure to pull in some People Mover stuff. Okay. Can you please say the words?
Remember, yeah, I was trying to think if there's something else funny I could do. Remember to be kind to each other, and let's make it magical. So we're just talking like, like a D tier for People Mover.
What are you doing to me? Stop this recording.